few games have managed to captivate me quite like Smash Ultimate has. I know it's a cliche, but for this one, you just had to be there. The high highs and the low lows. The sense of community and the hype that was generated from this game is something that I think you'll be hard pressed to ever find replicated again. Modern fighting games are known for their character reveals and the DLC fighters. It's always a big point of the excitement, the speculation of who's coming next, but no one did it quite like Smash. The game's creator, Masahiro Sakurai, had the entire gaming world on strings. Everyone was excited to see who was going to join the battle next. Even people who didn't play the game were excited to see who will be added. Even your mum. She was excited. And every single time, he had us all like this.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
Except that one time, but we are going to get to that later. Super Smash Bros. Is the king of crossovers. Yeah, you got Fortnite nowadays, and it has a higher volume of collabs and crossovers, which, don't get me wrong, it's very impressive, but it just doesn't feel the same. A character being added to Smash felt like an honour for that character and their series. Being added to Smash Bros. Is like being added into the Gaming Hall of Fame. The care and the attention to detail that was used on every single character in this game, every single thing, from moves to taunts to animations, they were taken straight from their source material. Even the menu screens from the original games were used when coming up with moves. Sakurai is a madman, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's his magnum opus. And since we're coming up on 3 years since support ended for this game, let's take a look at why it was so great, and why I don't think the series is ever going to hit this peak again. I feel a big reason for the you had to be there attitude towards Ultimate comes down to a lot of the context involved with this game. People were begging for even a sniff of Super Smash Bros. On the Switch before the Switch was even announced. Where's Smash? Where's Smash on the new console? Where's Smash on the Switch? It was just going on until even after the console was released. And then on one fateful day, the 8th of March 2018, a new Smash was revealed, along with Inkling as a playable character. And thus, the hype train started rolling. And once the train has started, we couldn't stop it. The hype train just kept chugging along, and along comes E3 of the same year. And this is where we hit what was possibly my favourite and arguably one of the greatest gaming trailers of all time. Everyone is here. This trailer is just masterful. It plays with the information and the preconceived notions we had of Smash before. Smash always cuts characters just as much as it always adds new characters. All we knew about this game before was that Mario is in, and Link has his Breath of the Wild look, as well as Inkling as a new character. And this trailer knew exactly what it was doing. It had one goal, and it was to reveal the roster. It starts out simple. It shows us what we know. We see Mario, and then we see Link, and then we get into obvious confirmations. Donkey Kong is 100% going to be it. Then we get a little more spicy. Zelda has a new design. Very nice. And then the madness begins. Ice Climbers are back from the grave. A few fighters later, Pokemon Trainer is back. Holy shit. A little more later, Lucas is back. There are third-party characters that people thought would not return. Here they are, Ryu and Cloud. And then, it happened. In the modern gaming industry, Konami are famously impossible to work with. They used to make Metal Gear Solid, and now they don't even want to make video games, they just sort of make pachinko machines. They almost definitely had a hand in Snake not being in Smash 4, so getting Snake in the new Smash was impossible, right? And that's when the trailer does it. Solid Snake is back in Smash. The most impossible character returns. And it hits us. Everyone is here. What comes next is a masterstroke. If Snake was the most impossible, then Pichu was the most unlikely character. He's the most niche and strange pick from any of the Smash games. An intentionally worse clone of a pre-existing fighter. If Pichu is here, then everyone is truly here. And the rest of the trailer just puts the hype train into top gear. It's got one thing to say, and boy does it say it. Everyone is here. All played to this dramatic rendition of Ultimate's main theme. This is perfection. But Sakurai wasn't done there. He knew how to get a fanbase excited over months. We got Castlevania characters, new Pokemon, even a new Street Fighter rep, and then he did it again, the madman. I cannot stress how much people wanted King K. Rool in Smash Bros. He may seem like a niche character, and well, he is. But the sheer number of people clamoring for this big guy in Smash was staggering. This was an inclusion made just for the fans. It didn't promote anything, and it definitely didn't to lead more sales of the game. No one bought this for just K. Rool. This was exclusively for the people who wanted him. And if we didn't know it already, that's when we knew Ultimate was something special. This was the Smash to smash all Smashes. This was more than a game. This was an experience. The character reveals were the heart and soul. You may have noticed I haven't actually spoken at all about gameplay, and I'm not even sure if I intend to. It was solid and fun. It was a good base. You were excited to see what characters would be playable in this style, more than you were excited about playing the actual game. And then, the DLC season started on the day the game launched, December 7th, 2018. Also, the same day as the Game Awards. And at that event, Smash Bros. Personally blew me away. And I say personally because Joker from Persona 5 was my dream pick. You have to understand at the time, Persona 5 wasn't huge. It was big for Persona standards, but it was nowhere near Smash Bros. Big. I was in secondary school at the time of this announcement, and you can track down anyone I went to school with. I was literally dreaming about the idea of Joker in Smash every day. This seemed impossible. People told me that. Who's laughing now? And this trailer is just one of my fondest memories of Ultimate. Which is weird because when this came out, I'd never touched the game. The Game Awards were at midnight here in the UK, and my copy of Smash was getting delivered tomorrow. And again, this is another personal favourite trailer of all time. Next up we had Hero. It's always been a bit weird how their name is just Hero, but whatever. I love this guy. No one went crazy for this, but it was cool that we had a Dragon Quest character in Smash. But what we remember this guy for is the gameplay. I mained Hero for a while, purely because he was just chaos. Pulling up a JRPG menu screen during a fighting game, it's mechanics like these that other games would not dare touch. But Smash will go for it, and Smash will nail it, just to be accurate to source material. And if that doesn't deserve plaudits, I don't know what does. Banjo-Kazooie was next, and he just don't miss, does he? Banjo's a bit like King K. Rool in a way, that this character was considered dead. He hadn't appeared in a game for 20-something years, and beyond that, he was owned by Microsoft, and he still got in. This isn't a character I'm personally crazy about, I have no connection to them, but it was still awesome to see them added. The next one's reception was a bit more interesting. At the time, people were a little upset about the prospect of Terry Bogard being added to Smash Bros. And I think those people need to be taught some manners and some history. Around the time of this edition, I knew of Terry and I knew of SNK, but I was not a fan. I certainly am now. Terry is just my jam. The gameplay, the swagger, the way he says, "Okay!" And because I love this big beefy man so much, I bought King of Fighters 15. I've played some older games, and I'm hella excited for City of the Wolves next year. And that's another beautiful thing I think Smash Ultimate does so well. Everything is so faithful to the source material, and it's so meticulously designed that if you like this stuff in Smash, you're definitely going to like the source material as well. Smash is a brilliant gateway to getting people into other games. There are a few series I've gotten into because of this, and Terry is the best example. Hey, if you were around during this game's DLC season, do you remember this shit show? Yeah, the community got a little toxic for this one. Terry was a mild disappointment for some people, and you know that the Smash community loves to moan about having too many Fire Emblem characters and too many sword fighters. So you can only imagine what went down when what at the time we assumed was the last DLC character we were getting was a sword fighting Fire Emblem character. I don't care though, I like Byleth as an addition and they play nothing like the others. If any of them suck and they're worth complaining about, let it be this little asshole. Min Min. A weird one. Another first party character that no one was particularly excited for. We had a fun time speculating which ARMS character it was going to be because we were told one was coming, but we didn't know who. 5 out of 10. So, Terry didn't land for some people. Byleth was certainly not well received, and Min Min was maybe a bit limp. Maybe Smash's DLC season was getting worse. Is that Minecraft Steve? What the hell was actually going on here? This was the type of character you wanted added to Smash Bros. As a joke. But here he is, and that's so cool. Just when you thought the impossible had been done, Sakurai has done it again. To kids like me who played a lot of Minecraft growing up, Steve in Smash popped up right when we were entering adulthood, and that just makes this all the more special. This is Minecraft being solidified in the Gaming Hall of Fame. It was a pleasure watching it rise from indie darling to overnight success to a franchise represented in the biggest crossover in gaming. So look, so far, Steve and Joker were the special ones for me. Steve was crazy, and Joker was from one of my 2 favourite games of all time. The other being Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, this was me when I saw it was Sephiroth. Something about the reveals during the Game Awards just went crazy, and dear fucking god, this was unexpected and very, very welcome. It's no secret how much I love Final Fantasy VII, and this is just... I don't know, I can't even put it into words, man. Look at him. There he is. Look, he did the thing! By the end of this game, I mained Sephiroth. I love everything about this, and it was perfect. Him and Joker are genuinely my 2 favourite reveals for any fighting game ever. Wow. After the peakest character reveal we ever got, we got this shit. The characters suck and their original game sucks. They aren't even fun in Smash. Will I elaborate more? No. But to be honest, I didn't care about these 2. I got my boys. Kaz was pretty cool. As someone who's never been into Tekken, I find Kazuya a very interesting addition. He definitely deserves a spot on the roster and had a really cool trailer. It's actually just crazy how a technically complex game like Tekken still feels properly represented in a simple fighting game like Smash. Entirely new mechanics were introduced just for Kaz, and it shows the insane detail that was added into these DLCs. So Joker was small and niche, Steve seemed impossible, and Sephiroth was a mountain to climb, with loads of other cool surprises along the way. As well as these 2. But how do you send off a legendary game, a legendary experience, something that has brought so many people, friends, family together in both in-person and over the internet, spanning about 3 years at this point? Well, you make your previous challenges seem small. If taking on Konami is hard, try taking on Disney and winning. Sora is in Smash Bros. What the actual fuck? This still doesn't even seem real to me. Another character wanted by millions but held captive by a company that never give their IP rights to anyone. Smash did it. Sakurai is him. I went crazy over this one too. I've been a Kingdom Hearts fan all my life, and my reaction's still up on the channel. It's a bit embarrassing, but we don't erase the past round here. Smash is that game. They went to the House of Mouse and came back with this spiky boy. The trailer even ends with this flex. This is literally Sakurai showing the rest of the game community, hey, look at me, my dick is this big. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was special. Everyone was truly here. And by the look of things, considering how huge this game was, I don't think it's ever going to happen again. Everyone is not going to be here next time. The next Smash Bros, whether it's with or without Sakurai, is certainly not going to have what Ultimate has. You may notice I didn't talk about gameplay because I feel the Smash gameplay is subjective. Some people prefer something faster paced like in Melee, and some people prefer a more balanced experience like this. The next gameplay could be the best, most mechanically sound Smash ever with good netcode, an amazing esport. It could have everything. But there's one thing it won't be, and that's not Ultimate. Smash Ultimate is a celebration of gaming, and it's a celebration of the Super Smash Bros. Series as a whole. To implement this many characters and more in the next one just seems impossible, and I'm 99% confident it won't be done again. I love this game. It has its flaws, but it holds a place in my heart that no game does. I might make more videos on this. I might make a video on the gameplay because I didn't actually talk about that today. Or maybe I'll talk about other Smash games. If you want to see that, leave a like on the video and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.